name is Bolton, and I am your faith-fueled mom on social media. I am also a NASM certified personal trainer and fitness nutrition specialist. And every other Friday, I usually come on here and I share health and wellness tips for you to live a healthier lifestyle. Personally, I'm on a mission to help women live a healthier lifestyle and honor their temple. So I am so excited that I get the opportunity to share with you guys every other Friday. But I've been So today I am speaking about weight loss plateaus, and I'm speaking about this because this actually is something that really inspired my training journey as a trainer. Personally, I was on a weight loss journey 5 years ago, and through that I lost 85 pounds, and I also got my degree in fitness and exercise science, and now I help women do the same thing, and I do it every day. I love what I do, and what really spurred me on to become a personal trainer is my own weight loss plateau. So, short story, I was in a online program. I was doing all the things right, and I was doing really well about 3 months in. And then about 3 months in, I was doing everything she said to the letter, and I got on the scale and it didn't move. And week after week, it just didn't move. It had like stalled, and I was so frustrated. And I've actually written about this on my blog, and I'm a blogger as well, that I destroyed my scale. And have you ever tried to destroy a scale, guys? Like, it's hard work. I went off on it. I'm not gonna lie. I really went off on it because I had done every single thing the woman asked me to, ate all the right things, did all the right workouts, and that thing did not move for like a month. So I started researching myself about weight loss plateaus and why, like, what could I do to switch it up? So through that research, I really became fascinated with the body and just how it works. And then I went back to school and I got my degree in fitness and exercise science. Here I am today, and now I share this with others. So that's a little story. And so through this, though, over the years, I've kind of found, I feel like, 7 tips that I can really hold true to help you break weight loss plateaus. So let's start. Tip number 1 is you need to be honest with yourself. So with mine, at first I thought it was that I was kind of cheating here and there. So I was really diligent about what I did. But if you're not honest with yourself, then let's be real. If you're going to cheat on your fitness, then you're not going to have a great relationship with it. So it's little cheats, the ones that you're not even paying attention to, like finishing your kid's plate or a couple bites of somebody's this. They add up, or drinking things, or liquid calories that are huge thing that people aren't really honest with them. They're like, oh, I drink water all day, except for that, look at that. My coffee with extra creamer, and except for, once in a while I have iced tea, and then once in a while I have a LaCroix, and once I have, those all add up. So you have to be honest with yourself and say, am I really working the program to the full extent? And if I am, then you might have other issues and why your weight loss is plateauing. But first, like, just be honest and say, like, no, I skipped a workout, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do it to my best ability too. That's another thing. So number 1 is just to be honest with yourself when you're in a weight loss plateau, because that's where you really can start to see where you're going wrong. And then number 2 would be track your food. So tracking your food is going to go back to number 1, help you become accountable for what you're doing. And so I mean, like, if you're a writer, just having a little notepad and writing down the couple bites that you had of somebody's whatever, or the liquid calories that you didn't realize that you're drinking, just writing it down, because that, just seeing it on paper makes it very real. Or if you are logging your food into like an app, there's many different types of food accountability apps. Especially this year, I feel like there's been so many more. There's really awesome ones, there's really old school ones, whatever the case may be. If you're logging in, if that's what you're doing, then definitely log in all those little cheats that you have. And there's a couple reasons why. 1 is you see where you're going wrong. 2 is if you notice that you're often cheating with chips, or you're often cheating with chocolate, or you're often cheating with bread, it might actually be a nutrient deficiency that you have in your diet. So say that you really crave bread all the time. Maybe you're missing nitrogen. Maybe you need more lean meats in your diet. Maybe you need more asparagus in your diet, or black beans. Those all are nitrogen rich foods. And so if you're always cheating with bread, Maybe it's because your body is craving nitrogen. Who knows? Or maybe chocolate's your thing. So maybe you're not getting as much magnesium in your diet as you should. So if you're tracking these things and you're writing down everything, cheats and all, then it'll kind of let you know, like, maybe I need to substitute my chocolate habit with some nuts. And then you won't crave chocolate because you're giving your body the nutrients that it's craving. So first tip is be honest and real with yourself, which also goes with the second tip, track your food. Another tip real quick about tracking your food, I almost forgot, is do a food budget. So what I have my clients do is I have them log their food in to, usually I use MyFitnessPal, that's what I use. You can use anyone, like I said. I have them log in their food for the next day, the night before. So you know how you have a monthly budget for your finances, and you write it down at the end of the month, and you know what needs to be paid, what expenses you have, what income you have. Do the same thing with your food. So you put it into the MyFitnessPal the night before. You have your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, all those already in. So you're kind of just checking off as you go throughout the day. Oh, I did that. Oh, I did that. Oh, I did that. That way you don't get to the end of the day, which the other method is people go as they go. So they start logging in breakfast, lunch, snack, whatever, and then they get to the end of the day and they're like, I have no calories left. I'm still hungry and I still have dinner to go. So if you already have it in there, it's kind of like checking it off. And so if you don't eat something, you know you have more grace. If you do eat something more, then you know you have to take away. But it's a budget, and it kind of is nice. I don't know, for me, I like crossing things off of a list. So that's helped a lot with my clients. So 1 is be honest with yourself. 2 is track your food. 3 is to prepare your food and schedule your workouts and keep your appointments. So both for preparation, scheduling your workouts as well as preparing your food. I like to prepare my food 2 to 3 days at a time. A week is really overwhelming for me personally. Some people can do it for an entire week, and it's really great for them to know that they don't have to do it only once a week. But for me, I meal prep 2 to 3 days at a time. So I meal prep on Sunday to Wednesday, and then Wednesday to Friday. Saturdays are usually like a kind of clean out the fridge kind of day, and then I go back again. So for me, having the food already there so that I can grab it, I have a really busy life, and so it's really easy for me to make bad decisions when I have to cook a meal in between all the things that I have going on. So when it's already there and I kind of have to reheat and eat, which is what we do anyways when we're going to McDonald's and all those other things, because they're reheating our food too. It's just I get to make better options. I get to have better choices, and I feel much more empowered about how I'm doing, and I'm on track to my goals, as well as my clients. They feel the same way when they're prepared. When you're just prepared, life's not as overwhelming. Same thing with your workouts. You need to put them on a schedule, and you need to schedule them where they fit in your life. So if you are scheduling your workouts at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and you are not a morning person, I'm almost positive you're not going to make every workout. So you really need to find a time where your idle time, that hour of TV, now we're in a time like you can record stuff, so you don't have to sit down at 8 o'clock and watch whatever that TV show is. Take that time to move your body however you choose. We'll get into that more, but however you choose to move your body, pick that time. Or if you're like, okay, that's my downtime, so then you need to pick a time where you are moving around, or you're mindlessly moving around, which if you really assess your schedule, you can find 15, 10, 20 minutes a day to move your body. It doesn't have to be a full hour, but just assessing your time, putting it on the schedule, and then make it one of those appointments that you can't miss, just like your doctor's appointment, just like your kid's appointment. Anything that you prioritize other than yourself, you need to prioritize that one little space of time in your day for yourself. And even if it's just a walk around the block, that's perfect. Like, to make sure that you get it done. All you really need to do, guys, is to move 150 minutes a week. Anything more than that, you're doing great. And if you really have a goal and you have a trainer, setting up that time, whatever that time is that they have for you, will just make you closer to your goals, right? And also help burst that plateau, which would be the next one. So the first one is be honest with yourself and be real with yourself. The second one is to track your food. Third one is to prepare your food as well as schedule your workout time and keep your appointment. The fourth one is to challenge yourself. Now, I don't care if you're doing weightlifting or Zumba. If you're doing the same Zumba workout at the same modifications for week after weeks, because I know with Zumba, you can do a step, you can do a hop, you can do a jump. If you're not hopping and jumping in a few weeks, you're not challenging yourself. And that's the reason why you're not changing yourself. God made our body completely adaptable. Like, I can move right now to a hot climate, and in a few weeks, my body would adapt to that hot climate. That's just how we are. When I eat the same things, I crave what I eat. That's just how we are. When I lift the same things, after a while, it doesn't get heavy anymore. It's just a movement. So if you don't challenge yourself, you're not going to change yourself. Now, that's the same thing for lifting. With the Zumba, you're going to progress whatever the exercise is, if that's what you love to do. So you want to do the next level, or we're not in classes right now, but you know, there's like higher levels that you see other people and you aspire to do it. Try it. Give it a try. You might not do it for the full time. You might start off doing the progressed movement and then go back to your modified movement, but at least you challenged yourself. And I promise you that will spur on change and help with weight loss plateaus. Now, lifting. Especially with lifting, guys, if you keep lifting those 5-pound dumbbells, you're just not going to change your body. It's just going to adapt to the 5-pound dumbbells and allow you to lift that easier. But if you want for 2 weeks lift 5 pounds, then in about 3 weeks lift 8 pounds, then in about 6 weeks lift 10 pounds, not only will you be getting stronger, you will physically be able to lift the weights more, but you will see physical changes in your body. And if you are at a weight loss plateau and you've been doing the same workout weeks after weeks, eating the same things, it's time to challenge yourself and shake things up. And that's even in the kitchen, guys. You can challenge yourself as well by eliminating certain foods, adding certain foods, portion sizes, all those things. And also, another thing with food is if you started a weight loss journey at a certain weight, there's a certain amount of calories that you need to fuel your body. If you're losing weight, your calories are going lower. If you're still eating at that other level, your body's not going to change. So your food also needs to change. So that brings me on to number 5. So number 1 is be honest and real with yourself. Number 2 is track your food. Number 3 is prepare your food ahead of time as well as your workout schedule. Number 4 is challenge yourself. And number 5 is add protein. When in doubt, add protein. I don't care if it's animal-based or plant-based protein. Protein is, it'll boost your metabolic rate. It's actually has a thermic effect of food. So you digesting protein actually enhances and increases your metabolic rate. So protein's also great to satiate you or reduce your appetite. So that's what I usually recommend to my clients if we are kind of hitting the scale and we haven't really had a lot of movement. I usually increase their protein, which sounds crazy, but it really does help. Your body's probably needing more, especially, it also depends on your workout, but protein is probably the best way food-wise to make a difference metabolically. And I actually get into all of that in my Bibles and Bootcamp program, very in-depth. So because I'm trying to share with you healthy lifestyle tips for you to live for a lifetime and not just be on a diet, and so that you can actually see change and not get discouraged and not get frustrated and quit and then go to the next diet. Another way to bust weight loss plateaus is stress less. If you stress less, you'll weigh less. It's true, guys. And I'm not just talking about the mental stress that you just from our current situation right now. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of mental stress. Just schooling coming up for us moms, stressful. I'm not talking about that. I'm also talking about physical stress. I'm talking about how we run our bodies for 16 to 18 hours and we rarely sleep. I'm talking about how we eat poorly and we're stressing our body that way. Those type of stress can cause weight loss stalls. When I'm bloated, I know I'm not sleeping well. It sounds absolutely crazy. But when I sleep a good 6 to 8 hours, I don't bloat because my body is stressed. You need that time physically and mentally for your body to rest. And then let's talk about mental stress. That actually creates a hormone in your body called cortisol, which is, it's gotten kind of the bad rap for belly fat, but it does contribute to that. It kind of holds and releases the belly fat in your body, but it releases it too. But you can't increase cortisol level, it's going to increase belly fat resistance, I guess. So you have to stress less. And there's that for you can be so many things. It could be talking to a professional because that can actually be hurting your waistline as well. Not only your waistline though, it's so much more than the physical being. It's stressing your organs, guys. The more of that fat that you have on your visceral organs, it's shortening your lifespan. So these are things that you can really control, and then in time you will see the benefits of living a healthier lifestyle. Not only just physically, like you'll see yourself look better, but you'll also be happier. You're not stressing. You'll be more rested. You'll be eating well, so you won't be craving stuff and cranky. You'll be empowered because you are spending time and taking time to invest in and honor your temple every day, because you schedule it in your workout, and you're really being real with yourself. And you're not like, I feel like what's going on now is we've all been living in kind of this bubble that we create. Like, you can create your own social media bubble, you can kind of filter your life, but when you're being really honest and real with yourself, that's where change happens. And then my 7th tip and my final tip, and I've been chatting for a long time today, I usually don't talk this long, is intermittent fasting. I went over this, I think it was my last or second to last Faith Feel Friday. I have blog posts on it, I have many resources on it, and I also share with my Bibles and Bootcamp beauties how to put intermittent fasting in their life so that it works for them. And then this is kind of like an 8th tip, it's like a bonus tip for weight loss plateaus. Are you working out for your body type? And that I think I'm going to talk about in a few weeks, so that's kind of like a little teaser. Are you an endomorph? Are you an ectomorph? Are you a mesomorph? Do you know what those things are? Those are all somatypes of your body, and those are kind of certain criteria that people fall in based on their body makeup, how their bones are structured, how their muscles are structured, and based on who that is, ecto, endo, meso, certain ways you should be eating as well as certain ways you should be moving your body. So like an ectomorph, they don't really need to do a lot of cardio. They burn fat super fast. Endomorphs, you need cardios in your life. Like, if you want to see weight loss, you need cardio as well as strength training. Mesomorph, not as much cardio, a little bit, but strength training is where they're really going to see the most bang for their buck. So if you're not working out for your body type, if you are stressing out, if you're eating mindlessly and taking bites out of everybody's stuff and not tracking your food, if you're in denial about how your workout habits are, or you're not really challenging yourself in your workouts, that is why you have hit a weight loss plateau. And I would love to help you change that. So you can contact me. I'll put all the ways that you can connect with me in the comments today. And yeah, any questions that you have, if you want to know what am I, how, I'll send you a test so you can find out if you're endo, ecto, meso. And yeah, through my Bibles and Bootcamp program, I really share with the women how to best live their healthy lifestyle based on who they are, what they do, and just all the different things. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any more questions about weight loss plateaus specifically, definitely put it in the comments below. And until next time, guys, have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Be blessed.